topic questions are going to be in relation to love. I just want to remind everybody that our word of the day is thrive, and the definition is to prosper, be fortunate, or successful. And as an example would be, we thrive every time we meet in Toastmasters. And the goal would be to use this word when you respond to the table topic questions as much as you can. Love has been talked about since the beginning of time. We have tried to understand it, define it by songs, poems, stories. And really the reality comes down to that we all live in a shared reality that's fractured by individual perspectives. So what do you think? So this morning, the idea is to dive in and try to define it ourselves as much as we can by doing the exercises of answering those questions. First question is, what is your favorite childhood memory of what your father did or said that made you realize he loved you? And that question's going to go to Sergio.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. Good morning, guests. Ignacio, I was just thinking about that, and every time it's I was going through. I grew up with my mom most of the time. At that time, when I was growing up, until the age of 16, my dad would come back and forth to the United States. So I was just going through my mind and thinking about that. What is the one thing that I remember that meant that my dad loved me? And the only thing I can think of is he'd always put me through situations where I had to thrive, I had to get out of my comfort zone, and it wasn't easy, I guess. Like I said, I grew up with my mom, and I have a lot of memories, a lot of interactions with my mom, and the kind of love that she gave us, and she always went out of her way to provide for us. And my dad was not in our lives most of the time, but he did this though, and I remember this because he was always working. He had a tremendous work ethic, and at the end of the day, he always provided for us, and that's something that I will always remember. And up to this date now, I realize other things that we do as parents, we don't realize that when we're kids, because we don't appreciate it. We don't know anything other than we need food on the table, we need clothes, and we need toys to play with. But I realize now that all the things he was doing, even though he was not present at that time, he did so many things in the back, kind of on the outside, looking in to provide for our family. So I respect that a lot. And now as a parent, I see it as if I see it as if I have to provide, not just give love, not just show my son that I love him, but also find ways to be a better person, be a better father.